I watched Ollie Murs perform on the television live the other day. I've never really seen him perform. He's awful. Hello, I'm Adam Paul Morgan. Thank you for clicking on to what is a vlogging and video where I talk about the this, what, the who, ha's and the general what's been going on. And this is the 31st video, which is sort of on par with my age now. So I thought I'd have a look back at sort of the items on the agenda that has been and gone that I have discussed. Moving on, Planet Earth 2. It's not a new planet, it's a documentary on the telly about the wildlife and the birds and the things. This wildlife programme by Sir David Attenborough has, or narrated by at least anyway, has really captured a few people. It's captured me, I'm hooked. Got it on HD, BBC HD, but a few other people as well who I've spoken to. It's sort of, did you watch Planet Earth the other day? Documentary. It's really good, it's really fascinating, it's really in-depth, the camera work, the music, it's really compelling and such a wonderful piece of wildlife documentation. It really is something else, this Planet Earth 2, but never in my lifetime have I experienced this with a wildlife programme. You know, let's pick a programme. Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, Lost, House, the list goes on, Doctor Who, whatever. If it's on the night before and for whatever reason a person cannot watch it and they go to work the next day and find people are talking it, usually my tactic is to stick fingers in their ear and make a noise until they shut up about it. However, I watched it, but it was a colleague of mine, or to say managerial colleague, whichever they call it. He was like, don't talk about it, he's not watched it yet. I'm like, it's a documentary, it's a wildlife programme. So this guy was worried about, spoiler alert, on a wildlife documentary. That's how good Planet Earth 2 is. He don't want to know until he watches it. But we was talking about it and I said a certain little creature gets eaten. One tiny little creature gets eaten. But he was like, oh, that's cruel. And I'm like, no, it's nature. Animals going to eat. So, my idea for Planet Earth 3, if they ever do 3, is sort of do it late night, very late night, when all the kiddies are in bed and they show all the gory bits as well. Have it played in a stadium, particularly where the snakes are chasing the reptiles. We all know that scene. Everyone was on the seat. I was rooting for the snakes, to get the little babies. But what we could do is have a stadium full of people, put it on the big screen, and have the people who want the prey to survive go on one side of the stadium, and the people who want the predators to win and have lunch and dinner, breakfast, let's have feed the youth, go on one side, and we can have chanting, screaming fits for whoever wins. You can even keep a score at the end of the documentary. I think it would work. But back to Planet Earth 2, it is one of the best pieces of documentation wildlife documentation I have ever seen, particularly if you've got a HD tuner or if you can have the facilities to watch that program in HD or even 4K, whatever you've got. I'd recommend you do that. But here's my little effort of wildlife filmmaking. Basically, it's just all my holiday videos that I've put together in a sort of montage and a few days out with the in-laws. Tempting to put them in, but they wouldn't speak to me again. realising it, I think I've on the 25 days in a row with uploading a video to YouTube, which I'm very thankful for the people who have subscribed and the people who have watched. I'm very grateful for. But there's one thing I've noticed since doing vlogging and reviews and videos that go on YouTube. I really wanted to do the sort of entertainment thing, so talk about the things like recently, I've still got it here, the Dad's Army video. I wanted to talk about that, the Dad's Army box set. I've done the Game of Thrones 1 to 6 recently, and I'm talking about the Grand Tour. I've just done a video, it won't go out for another few days, about Nintendo and what games I would like for the Switch and things like that. But then I've realised, working really hard to get these videos done, I spend less time actually doing the things that I wanted to do. Playing video games, watching films, watching television programs, listening to the radio, going into the world of the outdoors. So yes, I've had a good run, and it's still a good number of streaks. Impressive, particularly that I'm still got a job on top of this. Adam needs a break, needs a little break. I'm really getting, feeling the burn, as it were. Getting really tired. But I think it's good just to take a break now, take a step back and have a look at what can I do, rather than just pumping out rubbish. Because let's be honest, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking, what on earth is he on about? But check out my other videos. I started out with the Doctor Strange review, started out there, and then it went on to Batman Returns? No. Batman Return to Arkham. Yeah, I was right first time. Batman Return to Arkham games, and then it went on from there. It just carried on from there. There was one thing after another. But what do I have coming up to talk to you about in the near future of videos? Of course, the top 5 videos, I'm going to try and do one of them every week. I like them. It's a top 10, as I say, but with half the work. The sort of reviews now, because I'm really getting into reviewing things and things like that, the sort of reviews is just a little comical review of things that I do. Me as Adam Paul Morgan will stop doing them in the near future. I will stop doing them because it is a bit confusing where you've got me trying to be serious about something one moment and then taking the mick out of it in another video. So that will stop in the near future. In fact, it's going to stop because the last one I've done was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Watch Them. It was just my opinion on the Harry Potter films and things like that. It was just my opinion, but trying to do it in a comical way, which clearly doesn't work anymore. That sort of thing's gone. What else have I got coming up? I will be getting Final Fantasy, fingers crossed. We'll be getting Final Fantasy 15. I'll be getting it for the Xbox One, and I'll be doing a review a week after it comes out, because I can't see anyone in sort of my situation, television in one room with the Xbox and things like that. I can't see how anyone can review the game within 10 minutes of owning the game. It takes longer to install the thing than... I've watched other vloggers do it. The game's come out that day and they said they've gone out and bought it that day. However, they're doing a full-scale review on that day. It's not like a film. Once you watch it, you can sort of take an analytic view on it on day one. No, this is a game. You need a good week, so I tend to do my video game reviews a week after they've come out, because I think it's unfair just to have a quick go and go, yeah, that's this is that, so yeah, that's coming up. I have some Legend of Zelda Amiibo coming up in the near future as well, which the wife doesn't know about, but I will be getting them, doing a sort of unboxing review on a number of the 30th anniversary Amiibo. I've not got all of them, but there's 2 that I'm getting in the near future. I will be doing a DVD, or Blu-ray I should say, we'll be doing a Blu-ray review of Suicide Squad as and when it comes out, and it is the extended version. So that means I will be able to do movie critics versus moviegoers versus Adam Paul Morgan 2. Again, it's in the DC universe. That will be coming up soon. So that's it really. In the meantime, there's no more sort of reviews. That's it, they're gone until I can come up with something else I can do. There will be more product reviews. I will be talking, if anything I sort of feel like gaming wise I think's a bit of interest, I'll put it out there, I'll do a video on that. But in the meantime, Adam needs a break and needs a rest, because Christmas is coming up. I work in the retail industry, so a lot of concentration will have to go into that, unfortunately. Joy of joy. And that's it really. Vlogging Adam may be taking a break for a number of weeks, because I've been trying to do them weekly, but trying to find interesting and gorgeous things to put in a Vlogging Adam video, if you do it week after week after week, 52 weeks a year, they do seem to become a bit stale. So Adam's taking a break. I'm probably going to plan the fitness video because I really do need to get cracking with that. I've already started doing a bit of a routine, but again, I want to get it just right so I can do a good quality video. That's another reason why I want to take a step back, because again, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking, what on earth is he on about? But I do want to take a step back and do a sort of look back at the programs and things like that. And of course, I've just got the Gears of War. I've got Gears of War still to complete. I've got Final Fantasy 15 coming. I want to play that. I've got The Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess in HD. I still need to complete. Ready for that. So I've got to take a step back. So it may be a while, but until the next time, folks, ta-ra a bit and have a good one. Any comments and all the subscribing stuff, you know the drill by now. Thank you.